it is. I think everybody quite understandably is profoundly shocked by this. The notion that any teacher should lose their life in the classroom is just horrific. And I think perhaps it was especially poignant because she was clearly such a widely respected and loved teacher who, by all accounts, went in on her day off, had been there for years and so on. I think in terms of our reaction, Daniel, I don't want to see, and I'm sure you don't want to see, Daniel, every school feel like an airport terminal. We want our classrooms to be classrooms, not battle zones. And so, of course, head teachers, and they have those powers anyway, Daniel, it's very important to stress this. If you're a head teacher in a school where you think that kids are coming in with implements and offensive weapons that could be a danger to teaching staff, you have every right to take measures to check them out, to make sure that they don't have those things on them. But do I think that the government centrally should suggest that, I don't know, in extremis, that we have metal detectors at the entrance of every school? I think that would be, I don't think that would be right at all. I think we should allow schools to take the measures that they need to in their areas. There are clearly some schools which might have bigger problems than others. But I don't think, and look, I say this with some caution, I didn't know Anne Maguire, of course, but I suspect from what little I've read about or know about her, a teacher like that, a dedicated teacher like that, wouldn't want to see the education system. And I think her headmaster has said that she herself wouldn't want to see the school system turn into a sort of high security environment. So that's the balance we're trying to strike, Daniel, and that's the way in which I think most people, including, very admirably, everybody at Anne Maguire's school, that's the way that most people are reacting.
Response from you, Daniel?
Oh, yeah, I was thinking maybe, how do we know if we don't try it? That might...
Try what, Daniel? Can you just tell me?
The metal detecting system, obviously, I do understand what you're saying, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister. We probably need to try it, because it might just
school?
be the thing that, that's for the government to decide. Obviously, yeah, probably yes, because
right.
That might just make a difference. Because at least we know if there is a metal detector there, we are reassured that any child that comes in with anything metal, at least they will be taken off them.
Daniel, look, at the moment, at least, I don't agree with you that what we should do, however horrific, however shocking, however tragic this terrible murder has been in Leeds, I think to really change our school system that profoundly, the look, the feel, the ethos of our school system would change overnight if we were to make the entrances to our school system very similar to an airport terminal. And I just think that would be something that I suspect Anne Maguire, well, at least that's what the head teacher himself has said, would not welcome. And I think that would be a great shame in many ways. Fear would have triumphed.
Despite the Sky News survey, Deputy Prime Minister, 1,000 pupils caught with weapons including guns, axes, a meat cleaver, even a taser gun in 2011. Yes. 80 primary school children, some with a flick knife. Yes. You're still saying you're still.
No, what I'm saying is, to be absolutely clear, is that teachers and head teachers are free. They are empowered. It's very important you understand this, Daniel. They are empowered to take measures, to inspect kids, to take whatever measures they like. They're free to do that. The law is on their side, will back them to make sure that kids are caught out where they're coming to school with things that they shouldn't, and particularly with dangerous implements. What Daniel was putting to me was a rather different proposition, which was that the government centrally says that all schools need to have the same kind of metal detection tests across the piece. That is something I'm very reluctant at the moment to endorse.